A little better this morning, aren't they?
Yeah, you're not kidding, man. It was a long time coming, but kids well deserved, man. They played hard, and it's just been a long 15 months, but glad to get that one off our back.
That's got to be an awesome feeling. I mean, these guys have been working hard for so long, and it's tough when you're trying to rebuild a program and you go through an 0-10 season. But you talk to these guys in the preseason and you said, hey, we got some talent here. We could do some things. Let's get this losing streak out of the way and get on to rebuilding this program. What was the reaction of the kids on the bus ride home last night?
Oh, they were fired up, man. I mean, it was, they were loud. I think they were tired too. I mean, it was a long day. We didn't, it was a long bus ride, 20-minute bus ride each way, and then, the game didn't get done until 10, so they were a little exhausted. But once we started getting a little bit closer to the high school, they started getting a little rowdy. But it was definitely well deserved. They enjoyed it, and we're very happy for them.
What does this do for the psyche of these young men? I mean, they're trying their best to build a winning program there, and that kind of losing streak can get tough on you mentally, and you want to break it so bad. And they go out and do that last night. What does this do going forward to get some confidence going with these guys and say, hey, if we work hard, there are some results that we can see from the hard work?
Yeah, and like last time we talked, this really started back in January with just the mindset that we got to get after it, and we got to win early this year, because last year it became a snowball effect. We lost a close game week 2, and then we lost a close game week 4, and we just could never get our traction. But this year we really made a point to try to get a win early, and then we could see what happens the rest of the taste, and then watch how much harder they work to get that second win now, and then we progress from there. So it was definitely really important. It was really stressed upon through the off season that we needed to work, we needed to get in better shape, we needed to get stronger, we needed to get better practice habits, because we need to win early. And they responded, they did that, and we're just happy to be sitting here with a win now, but we're not content. They know that we got work to do, and we got another game Friday night that we got to start getting ready for today. So, they're excited for the opportunity. We're happy, but we're not complacent with where we're at right now.
Coach, what did you say to the guys after the season opener against Buna? You only lost 14-7. Did you feel like, hey, we're so close right now, stick with it? It's tough to lose the season opener. You're all fired up through 4 or 5 weeks of preseason, and you go out there and play pretty well, but you don't come out on the winning side. What did you say to the guys after that game and say, hey, look, we're right on the edge of this thing, turning this thing around?
Oh, there's no question. I mean, we felt that we actually, we cost ourselves in that game. I mean, Buna's a very tough opponent, and I was happy with the way we played, but we got a little bit worn down towards the end. So we felt like we kind of did that to ourselves, but they responded, and we tried to work on things over the bye week, clean some things up. We came out a little bit slow last night. I'm assuming because we did have that week off, but once we got going, man, they really they started putting things together, and they know after week 1 that we needed to come out last night and really get after it, because we were right there with Buna, who was a very good team. And I think, looking at the score from last year when we played them to the score from this year when we played them, that was a positive motivator for them, and that felt like, hey, you know what, maybe we do belong, and maybe we are going in the right direction. So it was definitely big for them.
Talking with Coach Chris Sacco, Pleasantville High School. Coach, when you're a football coach and you lose a game, that eats at you for an entire week. It's not like baseball or soccer. You got a game the next day or the day after. What was that feeling like last night when you got the game in hand, last minute or so of the game, fourth quarter, you're up big? That had to have been such a weight off your shoulders, and just had to have been such a great feeling knowing you could walk off the field with a feeling you hadn't felt at that school before.
Yeah, I mean, it was, all the coaches, and we were just kind of looking at each other like, finally, this is what we've been working for, but, I was really just so proud of the kids and the way they fought, and, everybody from the freshmen on up to the seniors, that it was a total team effort all week, because we did have the bye coming off a tough loss, so it aided us for 2 weeks, so
yeah.
It was nice to kind of get that win and be able to, walk off, victorious and be excited about getting back in the film room and the weight room and everything and preparing for next week. So it's definitely a good feeling.
I'll tell you one guy who I've been impressed with in a little bit of time I've spent watching you guys is Tayshawn Evans. We actually had a poster of him in our most recent edition of Glory Days magazine, and that's the kind of kid you need to build a winning program around, a kid who's going to he's a physical kid. He's a team leader, and he's the kind of kid that these other kids can really gravitate to, and he kind of kid that works hard in the weight room and really is the backbone of this team. Talk about him a little bit and how much he means to your program.
Oh, I mean, he's huge. I mean, he's a captain. He's one of the 3 captains for us this year. The first time I actually met Tayshawn, I drove up on a Saturday last year. I think it was in June or May, actually, right when I had gotten the job. And I pull up to the football field on a Saturday morning, and he's out there with cones by himself doing cone drills. And I just said to myself, I said, this is the type of kid we need in the program. If we can replicate this throughout our program, then we can be very successful in the coming years. And, he's carried that throughout the whole off season. He's carried that through the summer, through the practices. I mean, he is the leader. He leads by example. He gets the kids in line when we need everybody to get them, get them in line. And, it's just huge having people like him. LaQuay Athill, our quarterback, who's a junior. I mean, it's good having guys that really, really care, that work hard, and that want to see the program move forward, not just this year, but in future years as well.
I'll tell you what, if I'm a 15-year-old sophomore, I don't want to get on Tayshawn's bad side by slacking off in a drill. I don't want to see that stare coming at me.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's we're just happy with the way the kids are responding and really progressed over the last year. I mean, they're really great kids, and they're working hard and getting a little taste of victory. Hopefully now, propels us into the future with great things. So,
Coach, what does this do for that town of Pleasantville? They've been struggling with the football program for a couple of years, and you come in and take it over, and now you're starting to build something. And I'm sure the fans are very happy about the win. And you start getting a taste of victory. The fans start coming out. It sort of energizes a town, which a high school football team can do from time to time.
Yeah, no question. And we've had a lot of support. Since school started, we've had a lot of support within the school this year. We got our first home game next week, which is nice because we haven't had the opportunity to play home yet in our scrimmages or games because they were resurfacing the track. So, this will be our first opportunity to play in front of our home crowd. But, I can see the difference in the school, even after the Buna game. Kids that don't play football are, excited about the program. Staff is excited about, the direction that the program's going. So, and that gets the kids excited because it shows that, people do care and are invested in them and want to see them succeed. So, that's kind of giving them a little extra motivation to get out there and work hard. So, like I said, this is just the first of hopefully many, but, we're definitely happy with the direction, and the way the city is taken to the team right now.
Coach, I know this might sound kind of silly to the average fan, and we talked about this in the beginning of the season, in preseason, just little things like getting some new helmets, getting some new jerseys, a new look. That goes a long way with high school kids. They want to feel like they're a part of something big, and it may sound like something insignificant to an average high school football fan, but that's really how you start to build a winning program is, hey, we're going to dress like winners. We're going to carry ourselves like winners. How important is that for you guys to take those little things and start to build the foundation with one brick at a time with things like that?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, even after the the Buna tape, it was the first time we were able to put the film on and look, and we were in white helmets, white uniform, white jersey, white pants, and we just all looked at each other. We're like, we really look like a team. We look like a team. We're playing like a team. They're playing for each other, and it does. It definitely motivates them. Because they do feel good. They feel good that we're, investing in them and that, they're getting nice things. And, this is only, like I said, it's only the beginning and, it's only been a year, but hopefully we can continue to build upon that and, get them more things in the future. And, but it does make them feel special and, they do work extra hard. So we want them to feel, rewarded for their work.
Good stuff, Coach. We're up against the break, but congratulations on the first win there and snapping that losing streak. It's great to see those guys get a win and be able to enjoy themselves this weekend. I'm sure you're going to have a nice weekend. But like you said, it's right back to work today, so can't take too much time to enjoy it and get back right back to work and try to keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to get back at it today, and hopefully next Friday we can have a successful night, and next Saturday morning we'll be just as happy as this one.
Good stuff, Coach. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thanks for taking a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
That's Coach Chris Sacco from Pleasantville High School.